All right. Hello, everyone. How we doing today? Good, good. All right. Who's excited to be here? Okay, that's what I like to see. A lot of hands raised, a lot of smiling faces. Thank you all so much for being here. Events like this would not be possible without you all, your willingness to give us your time. And we're so excited to tell you a little bit more about Camp One Step and really kick off 2025 with all of you. Whether you are new to us or within your first year of participating or long-term returners, we are so grateful to have you here. We've got a fun presentation for you. We're going to give you a lot of information. The handout at your table, as well as in your bag that has all the dates, will be helpful for you to follow along if you need it. I am going to ask if you hold questions until the end, because we'll bring some more of our Camp One Step staff up here to help answer some of your questions, okay? So just take note of any questions. We definitely will get to them. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Devin Ryan Olanda, and I am our VP for Camps and Programs with Camp One Step. So I work behind the scenes with our Camps and Programs team to put on opportunities both in person as well as digitally. We have 11 in-person camps each year, and we're going to talk to you about all of them, so I promise you'll have enough information. And we also have our connected digital programming that I see a lot of familiar faces with folks who have joined us on Zoom recently. We're going to tell you about all the things happening in 2025. This year is our first time ever hosting our community Campfire Kickoff in person. So give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for being here. We are so excited for all that we have planned. Last year, we served over 1,900 camperships throughout 2024, and we're looking to do even more this year. So you being here is a great way to see how your family can be involved and hopefully just feel the love and the care that comes from camp and that we provide to you at events like this or while at camp for a week with us. So, before we really kick into this stuff, I know we have a lot of people who are across the hallway helping us out, but if you are a Camp One Step staff member or volunteer, can you please just raise your hand a little bit? Shake it. We've got a few of us in here. Martha, yeah, raise your hand. We could not have camp without our amazing volunteers and our staff that work year-round. All of our opportunities are completely volunteer run, so the directors that you meet when you drop your kid off at camp or our digital directors are all volunteer, and so we are so grateful for their time and for being here today to help all of you. Just a little bit about Camp One. Yes, round of applause. A lot of those volunteers are hanging out across the hallway. If you do have some folks that during the presentation need to stretch their legs a bit, or maybe sitting watching a presentation isn't for them, we do have a space across the hall and a few of our volunteers in there with some board games and other activities for you all. So please feel free to take advantage of that. Oh, there's some of them walking in right now. Give them another round of applause. Awesome. So Camp One Step was founded in 1978 by Dr. Ed Baum. And he wanted to create a place where kids with cancer could go and be a kid, not have to worry about their diagnosis, their treatment, just to go and have fun at a summer camp. And even though we've added a lot more than just of our summer camp each year, that mission is still true to us. It's an opportunity for kids with cancer, their families, their sibs, everyone to have a chance to get away, have fun, and not have to worry about the medical stuff along the way. So in all that we're talking about today, you're going to see all of those things. Again, if you have questions, you can hold them till the end. We're going to tell you about all that we do. So let us get started. So as we talk about our camps and programs, all of our opportunities that we provide through Camp One Step are completely free to you and your family. There is no cost associated with what we do at Camp One Step, and we are very excited to do that. With that, we also work with you all to figure out how we can get your camper to camp. We have buses for a lot of our opportunities, and if we don't, but transportation is the reason why your family can't get to camp, We will work with you to find a solution. It's so important to us that anyone who wants to come to camp can come to camp. So we just want to reassure that that should never be a barrier to participating in one of our opportunities. This is our team of Camp One Step staff members. You see some of us around the room. Again, not called out here are our amazing volunteers, over 400 volunteers that spend time with us each year to make camp happen. So really just can't say thank you enough to the people who give their time, their life, and their support to camp. And you're going to hear about all the amazing things that they plan for you as we move through this deck. So you will have a version of this handout on your table as well as in your bags. This is our year at a glance. So these are our camps and programs that we're offering in 2025. We are going to talk way more detail about all of these opportunities. So again, make a little note on your sheet if you have questions or if something pops up. Come find us afterwards. We're happy to answer whatever questions you may have. So we're going to start with spring. So our spring opportunities, very exciting. You are getting a little inside look to the fact that these opportunities are actually launching today. So applications for our Connected Family Program, Chicago Day Camp, and Brain Tumor Family Camp are all currently open, and you will have a chance. Don't worry. We've got a QR code at the end that you can scan and sign up if you want to do that today. You'll also get a nice little email from us and an app notification. If you do not have our Camp One Step app, there are little cards at the table. Would highly recommend you download that because it's a really great, easy way to stay involved and make sure you're not missing out on upcoming opportunities. So I'm going to talk a little bit about each of the offerings for spring. Our first one is our Connected Family Program. So Connected, as it stands, is our current digital opportunities. So we meet on Zoom, we send all the supplies to your house for folks to participate, and we have both fun games online and also some things for your family to participate in offline. So those apps are open today. It's a really great way if your family is maybe still a little hesitant or wanting a family opportunity before your kid goes away by themselves. Connected is an awesome opportunity for you all to do that. So it's a whole family program. So we really want everyone to sign up and join. And little sneak peek, our theme for March is Jurassic theme. So a nice dinosaur theme, which I know a lot of people in this room, I think, yeah, I see some excitement. I love it. So make sure you sign up for that. Moving forward to April, we have our Chicago Day Camp. And really excited to share, we decided last year we were going to host day camp in Milwaukee. So this opportunity rotates every year. So in our odd years, we will be in Chicago, and in our even years, we will be in Milwaukee. One awesome thing about day camp, it is for 5 to 10-year-olds, both diagnosed campers and any of their siblings in that age range. So we know it's going to be really hard with 5 to 10-year-olds to send your kid away. It's just a day opportunity, so it's a great transition, but you now get to send them with their siblings as well. So that's a really cool opportunity. We had our largest day camp ever last year, and we're looking to make it even bigger this year. So we hope to see you there. Our Brain Tumor Family Camp is in the name. It is for families with a child diagnosed with a brain or central nervous system tumor under 19 or younger. So again, that's a weekend. The family gets to come, have fun, connect as a family, and also meet other families in the community as well. So the location for our Brain Tumor Family Camp, you are going to see this location for many of our other opportunities. We host that camp at Conference Point Center, which is, we say, CPC, and it's actually in Williams Bay, just about 20 minutes down the road. So if you're able to get here, you're able to get to CPC, and we love to see that. So these are our spring opportunities, and again, if you're interested, we'll have the QR code at the end for you to apply and to learn more about all the things that we do. So we're going to move into our busiest season now, our summer programming. So the first opportunity on here I want to talk about is called our Family Fun Day. That is an opportunity very similar to this, where we try to invite newer families to Camp One Step. They get the chance to come see CPC, our campus, and spend time doing a day of camp things. You get to have lunch in the dining hall and see what all that fun is about, because let me tell you, if you've never had lunch in a camp dining hall, you are truly missing out, and you will get to sing the songs and hear the noises and join in on the fun. And that opportunity is just a great way, again, maybe you're feeling a little hesitant about sending a kid away. This lets you see the space, see what some potential rooms could look like, and really feel a bit more comfortable with some of our volunteers and our staff that'll be on the ground at camp. The next three are application-based, and these are going to be launching in early March. So sibling camp is our SIBS only opportunity. So it is for 8 to 19-year-olds. We're really excited. It used to be 9 to 19, and we've actually expanded it a little bit younger. And so 8 to 19-year-olds, just the SIBS, to come and have a week of their own summer fun. Sarah over there is our sibling camp director, so she's got an awesome slate of fun for all of you. It's a really cool thing. SIBs get to come. They don't have to talk about what's going on. They just know everyone there is also a SIB. So it's a really cool opportunity. Summer camp is for our diagnosed campers only, and that age range is 7 to 19. You might notice that summer camp is split out amongst 2 weeks. For all of our campers that are 7 to 12, they get to come for 1 week of camp. They can come for the first week or the second week. For our 13 to 19-year-olds, they have the option to come for first week, second week, or both weeks. So once you turn 13, you get that little next step, and you get to come and stay for both weeks of summer camp if that's something that interests you. And both SIB camp and summer camp are true summer fun. We're at the waterfront every day. We're around campfires every night, arts and crafts, sports, you name it. We're doing it. We take field trips off-site sometimes, and we bring a ton of presenters onto campus to make sure that your kids have the most fun and get the most new experiences while they're at camp. And then our last summer opportunity is our adventure camp. This is for diagnosed children, survivors, and siblings, ages 17 to 19. I know we've got a lot more younger folks in the room, but once we're in the 17 to 19 range, that is for people who like to sleep in tents, a true camp experience. We're cooking around the campfire, we're sleeping in tents, we're having fun at the campsites, and we're also doing some really awesome adventure activities. So zip lining, rock climbing, kayaking, you name it. We go up to a state park in Wisconsin, and we have a ton of fun for 5 days. So those are our summer opportunities, and like I said, they will be launching in early March. So if you are on your emails, if you download the Camp One Step app, you will definitely get notifications when these opportunities are open. And now we're going to move into fall. So our busy summer has ended, but don't worry, the camp fun has not ended. We have camps all year round. The first opportunity on here is Camp is Gold Day. This is a really awesome celebration that we put together for families to celebrate Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. We're still working on the dates and the location, but it's just another fun event like today where you get to come, be a family, meet other families, and just have fun with camp and do some fun things. So, yeah, you might recognize in some of these pictures some of our folks around the room. So, you could be on our promotional materials too. Then we're going to move into some of our other opportunities in fall. We have our Dude Ranch Camp. This is true ranch-style living. You sleep in log cabins, you get to ride horses every day through the trails, through the woods, and you get to do other type of horsemanship activities, learning how to take care of a horse, learning all these other parts. And we actually just moved to a new location last year, and we're really excited about the partnership. The camp does take place in Michigan, but we bus everyone from both Chicago and Milwaukee to get there. So again, we never want transportation to be the reason why you can't come to camp. We manage all that, and we tell you when and where to drop off your kid. So Dude Ranch was really successful. We've got some folks who were at Dude Ranch last year as well, and can definitely talk to you after this about how much fun they had. Our next opportunity is family camp. And with seeing a lot of the young faces in the room, this is a great opportunity for all of you. So this is where the whole family gets to join, and it's for anyone 19 and younger, the diagnosed camper. Other members of the family don't have to be 19 and younger, just the diagnosed camper. So we invite the whole family, again, to come to CPC right down the road and have a weekend of fun. We've got a lot of folks in here who have been to family camp. We've also got our family camp director who is here, and she can talk to you about her fun. And it's a way just to take a breath. The responses we hear from family camp are, we didn't realize our family was like underwater until we got to family camp and we were able to breathe. And that is so important for us. We provide a parent-specific session where kids are off having fun, doing something else, and the parents can just have real and honest conversations and connect with other people who get it. So our family camp opportunity is a great start if you're maybe not ready to send your kid away overnight quite yet. I do recommend applying as soon as possible. We had a very long wait list for family camp this year because it has been so popular and successful. So these applications will be launching end of June, if you want to mark your calendars. And then our final fall opportunity is our Connected Camper and SIB program. So if you remember me talking about Connected earlier, that is our digital programming. We mail everything to you, instructions, and we want to see you online to do some of those activities as a group. That is for both diagnosed campers and SIBs, ages 8 to 19. And that is one of our connected opportunities are really great because they're really flexible to your schedules. If you can't sign on, that's okay. We'll see you tomorrow. If you can't sign on for 2 days, no problem. We'll see you over the weekend. If you can't sign on at all, guess what? You're still participating. We're sending you the supplies. You can do them in your own time, and you have all of the instructions to go along with those activities. So definitely want to see some returning faces to Connected, but also some new faces to Connected as well. As we move through fall, it is wild to think about winter because we're in winter right now. And you will see that a couple of these opportunities, we have the 2026 information because 2025 is we're here, right? And these are happening right around the corner. But first of all, we'll talk about our winter camp. That is for diagnosed campers ages 13 to 19. And that is a really awesome opportunity for kids who met during summer camp to have a 6-month break and then see all their camp friends again come winter camp. It's just a huge reunion of campers who are just so excited to see each other again. They pick up right where they left off in July. So it's a really fun opportunity. One of the fan favorites for that one is called our Eve of the Eve dance. And that is a dance on the eve of New Year's Eve. So it takes place on December 30th, our last night of camp. And we do silent disco, so everyone has their headphones and they're jamming out and just having fun and spending time together as we wrap out the year at hand. So that's a really fun one. And then next on the list, you all are here, our community campfire kickoff. So this is another opportunity that we'll offer next year. We do try to bring in new families, as a lot of you all are, but we do have a mix of returning families as well to make sure we've got some folks to help mingle and kind of set the stage and hopefully share about their awesome experiences at Camp One Step. So if you all have any feedback about this event or any ways we could make it better, like I said, this is our first year ever doing this in person. We would love feedback, suggestions, any thoughts that you had are just going to help us do better and help our families feel better about sending their kids to camp. So please let us know. The next 2 camps on here, you will see they are actually happening next February, but we're going to talk about 2026 because those applications have closed, campers have been selected, and we are moving forward with the planning. But our Utah Ski Camp is a really popular opportunity for our diagnosed campers ages 13 to 19. We work with the National Ability Center in Park City, Utah. We fly all of our kids out from O'Hare over to Salt Lake City. We manage all of that. We have a drop-off point. We work to get campers there. And we work finding ways for every single camper to slide down the mountain, whether that's skiing, snowboarding, using adaptive equipment. We make sure everyone has the same experience. So that is a very, very popular camp. We have a limited numbers due to our plane travel. So again, if that's something that interests you, apply right away. These apps will be opening in some point in October of this year. So be on the lookout for that. And then our other opportunity that has had a ton of newfound interest in, we just revamped this opportunity. Our Washington, D.C. program used to just be high school age students, and we saw how important that advocacy was for the entire family. So we worked, it's now for the whole family. And so the SIBs get to come, parents get to come. We want to work with you all. We work with the Alliance for Childhood Cancer, and we participate in their action days, which is speaking out about supporting for research and funding for childhood cancer awareness. So we do have that opportunity for returning families, because we want you to be able to talk about your time at camp, but that's a really great one to look forward to. Again, apps will be opening in October of this year. Before I jump into medical, I just want to say one thing. As we're looking at all these opportunities, you may notice that some of the dates are during school, right? If we want a program all year round, we're going to conflict with some school. What we do for opportunities where we are during the school year, we have homework time set aside each day. So we make sure that your camper comes with what they need. We encourage them to bring a tablet or a laptop or just their notebooks and their school books, and we make sure that they are staying up on their schoolwork even while at camp. So we just wanted to stress that, because sometimes it can be like, oh my gosh, they're missing a week of school. What kids get from being at camp, we can't even put into words of how beneficial that is for them as well. So we try to make sure we can find a balance of doing the schoolwork, but also having this really cool, life-changing experience. So if you have any questions about that, again, we'll be around and we'll get some questions at the end. So, medical at camp. I am not a medical professional. I want to be very clear about that right up front. Our medical director, Susie Burke, who I'm sure a lot of you know, was unfortunately not able to be here with us today, but she did give me a few talking points, so I'm going to do my best to explain them to you all. Sending your kid to camp is scary. You care for your kid every single day, the love you show them, the time you spend with them. We know that can be really intimidating to say, I'm going to let someone else do this. And that is what we are here for. It is our true privilege to be able to take care of your kids and for you all to trust us with them. At every single opportunity that we have medical staff, medical volunteers that are there full time to take care of your kids. We collect their medications at the start of camp. We remind them and make sure they're taking their meds on their regularly schedule. They don't have to worry about it. Kids truly get to come and be a kid and not have to think about the meds that they have to take, because it's just intertwined in all that we do. So thank you, first of all, for trusting us with your kids. As we look at medical, we do work to make sure kids come into camp healthy and they stay healthy when they're there. We've got a short little health screening before you come to camp. We do require routine childhood immunizations, but we make sure that everyone is staying healthy with our immunocompromised population. So you might see doctors at camp, you might see nurses at camp, you'll see other advanced medical professionals. You may even see some people that you recognize from your hospitals, because we have volunteers that come from our hospitals in this area, as well as outside just Illinois and Wisconsin as well. So you're probably gonna see some familiar faces, which can also help as well. With our medical director, Susie, we're very sad to see her go, but very, very excited for her. She is retiring on June 1st, so we're, again, very sad for us, but very happy for her. And we will be hiring 2 more medical individuals to fill that role. So we will have a new medical team, but believe me, they will absolutely be able to handle all that your camper may bring with them to camp and make sure it's a positive experience for everyone involved. One of the other things we've seen with medical at camp is it's not just the physical things, right? We have a lot of maybe mental, social, emotional things that pop up at camp. We make sure we have mental health support available on the ground or accessible during each camp and program. So that is also something we want you all to rest assured. When you send your kids to camp, it should be a break for you as well. You should not be worrying about what's happening at camp, and our medical team is fantastic at doing that. So if you have medical questions, we do have a couple of our really strong medical volunteers here with us. And if not, we'll make sure we connect you with Susie to get all of your questions answered. So please rest assured, we love that you want to send your kids to camp. We love taking care of them. It truly is a privilege for us to be part of their story. So we can't express it enough how grateful we are. So I'm almost done. You're done with me soon. So what's next? We want to talk a little bit about some exciting things that we're starting in 2025 and just a few other things that we wanted to highlight. So first and foremost is our on-demand programming. We currently have an awesome webpage of resources. It's got activities, truly on demand. You can go on that webpage. You can do any of those activities with pretty common household supplies. We are going to be providing another online connection opportunity for families to participate in an activity online that's also resourced on our on-demand page. So stay tuned. You're going to see information about our on-demand live sessions and all that we're going to be doing with that. The next on this list is our Camp in a Box. We are very, very excited to start doing some in-hospital programming for kids with cancer. For our inpatient units at some of our partner hospitals, we're going to provide them a day at camp, but it's going to be in a box for them to do in their own time. We all know the time in the hospital. You may say, yeah, I'm going to be online from 9 to 10. We know things pop up. You cannot predict what's going to happen in the hospital. So this way, kids have the chance to still be part of camp even though they can't physically be there or can't be digitally online. So we're really excited about that. If you have any suggestions from your times in the hospitals of things that would have been really helpful or things you would have loved to see, please give us that feedback. This is something new, we're piloting it, and we're really excited to grow and expand it as we move forward. The next item on this list is something we are very excited about. We have No One Understands, which is our childhood cancer podcast, hosted by yours truly, Colleen McGrath over there. Round of applause. So No One Understands is in its third season. If you all have not listened to that podcast yet, I highly recommend on your drive home, plug it in your phone because it will change everything. We talk with experts. We talk with current members of the camp community. Colleen does awesome interviewing them, and it's just a really cool resource for you all, but also to share with your communities as well and have a chance to talk with people who don't understand and finally feel like you have an outlet, a resource, someplace to go to for folks diagnosed with cancer. So please check that out. And then my last note, I promise this is my last note, is we are always in need of volunteers. As you all hear us, we're talking about all the opportunities we offer. We're bringing more kids to camp. We can't do that without volunteers. So if you all want to volunteer, we'd love to have you. And if you have folks who you'd like to refer to volunteer, we would absolutely love that as well. Word of mouth is some of our strongest marketing, and we just appreciate you all being here and listening to us and helping to learn more about Camp One Step. So I am going to quickly pass it over to Jill over here, and she's got a few fun things to say to you as well. Give her a round of applause.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Good. You can do better than that. Come on. How are you doing? There you go. My name's Jill. Thank you for being here. I work for Camp One Step. It's an absolute privilege to be part of this organization. I'm part of the development team, which means we fundraise. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we do, just to give you an overview of the organization and everything that we do. So we have a couple signature events that I wanted to share with you. We have a poker championship, and that is the date for that is April 17th, 2025. And it's a really fun night in Chicago with poker. We sell player tickets, we sell spectator tickets, there's food, there's drinks, there's raffles, it's all kinds of fun. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's one thing that we do in order to raise money so that we can all be here together for free. The second signature event that we have is our Campus Gold Gala, and next year is going to be November 8th, this year I guess, 2025, at the Radisson Blu. It's a very, very fun evening full of dancing, delicious food, wine, silent auctions, raffles, and just a lot of fun celebrating our community. So that's just another date I wanted to throw it in your calendar if anyone's ever interested in attending or volunteering for it. That's your secret cue. Thank you. The next thing we have that I wanted to share with you is something called Team One Step. And we have groups of runners, groups of people who decide that they're going to run a marathon. These are some of the events that we participate in, or a half marathon. And we provide coaching, a paid entry, and training plans and everything that you need in order to finish a marathon safe and healthy. So these are some of the events that we have. Currently, we have spots open for the Berlin Marathon, the Chicago Marathon. We have a wait list, and we have a wait list for London. And just as an aside, all of the runners, participants, anybody who does any of these events, they fundraise any amount between $1,700 all the way up to $10,000 in order to participate. And then in addition, they're also paying for their own travel and accommodation. So this is a really group of dedicated people that are really fantastic that are supporting our community. And I think, is Coach Steve here? There he is. That's one of the coaches if you want to ask him questions afterwards. Last but not least, so I'm going to share with you, we have a Young Professionals Council. This is a group of younger adults who are interested in helping us spread awareness for the organization, as well as organizing some really fun events for fundraising. So for the past few years, they've done events such as a pickleball tournament, super fun, as well as a Cubs game, a rooftop Cubs game. So this is just another way that we can include younger people to help us spread the word and raise money. So with that, I think that's my last slide. You want to? Okay, that's all. I'm done. I'm passing it over to Devin. Let me know afterwards if you have questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Jill. You thought you were done with me. Just kidding. You are. It's question time. All right. So if our Camp One Step staff can come up here just so it's easier for answering any questions, I'd appreciate it. But what questions do you all have? You're going to ask a question. I'm going to repeat the question to make sure our mic catches it. And we are going to answer it to our best of ability or make sure we get you a resource that can answer it after this event. Who's going to be the brave first person and ask the first question? You have a question right here? I can just put the mic to you. No? Change your mind. Do you want to whisper it and I can say it? What's your question? You want your mom? Okay. He wants his mom. We're good. Good job. We love that. Great. Now everyone feels less nervous about going.
Good job, Bob.
What other questions?
Silly question. Like, we're all friends. We're all here to help and support each other. So please, whatever questions you have. There's no such thing as a silly question.
We just gave you way too much information that you can't even process questions right now, and that is totally fine. Yes?
Just for the week-long camps at whatever, do they have to be there the whole time? Is it? Great question.
Yeah, so the question is, for our week-long opportunities, do campers have to be there for the whole time? And for in-person opportunities, the soft answer to that is yes. We want them to come in when camp starts because there's so much crucial bonding that happens day one, get to know you, team builders, things like that. And then we want them to stay and experience as much as possible through the entirety of camp. If you have specifics, we will absolutely work with you on trying to find out the best plan for your family as well as our camp and our volunteers. Great question. What other questions do we have?
Do the kids have questions?
Yeah, if any kids have questions too, we'll take them. Yeah?
But when you say that they'll be away for school, do you provide any type of paperwork that we can give the school to know that where they're at? And
Yeah.
the state only allows up to so many from the parent to be excused from.
Great question. So the question was, do we provide any type of note or letter verifying where the child is for the duration of camp if they're missing school? Yes, we absolutely do. We put together a letter. We explain where they are, how long they're there, and also what they're doing and some of the like socio-emotional benefits of being there. So if the school really had questions, we make sure that letter is pretty comprehensive. So great question. Talia. Oh my gosh, I love that question. I'm going to have you come up here and ask it because you're going to ask it way better than I am. All right.
When I grow up, can I be a camp counselor?
Oh my gosh. Give her a round of applause. Yes, you can absolutely be a counselor when you grow up. Volunteers start at 21. For campers, we have an opportunity at 20 to do a counselor in training program, and then once you turn 21, so you got a few years, but that's okay. We'll be waiting. Once you turn 21, we welcome all volunteers to apply for our in-person camps and our digital programs. Good job. Any other questions? Yep. Ooh. Great question. Yeah, I'm gonna, Erlanes, if I don't say something that you'd like to share, they were actually on the opportunity last year, so connect families, love that. So at the Washington, D.C. experience, we spend time on the Hill. So we are talking with representatives and folks in our office for our respective states, which is really cool as well, because you're seeing the people who are making the changes in your area. We do also have some camp fun with that, though, too. We've got days before and after where you get to explore DC. We're actually expanding an extra day, so if families on their own want to explore the DC area, they have that opportunity. And we also just have camp fun things. I think last year you all did an escape room, have a bunch of like family-style dinners with all of the families that are there, and just get to know each other, meet each other. Hotels are covered, flights are covered. We take care of that. Thank you. Thank you. So the question is, how many families go to Washington, D.C.? So in 2024, it was our pilot year. So we had 3 families attend. This year, we have expanded it to 5 families, and we're hoping that 5-ish number, pending the number of family members, will be kind of that sweet spot to keep it small feel, really connected, but still provide unique opportunities. What I will say about the DC applications as well is they are going to be more in-depth answers than you would see on a typical camp and program. We will be, of course, asking for health histories, collecting all of your campers' information to make sure we're taking care of them. But we ask a lot more questions about your family's journey, what advocacy means to you. Because we can send so few families to that, we really want folks to put more time and more thought into some of those answers because it's really tough to make those decisions. So we appreciate you sharing your story with us on those applications. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what activities do we do at sibling camp? Do you feel comfortable answering?
Sarah has some ideas already drafted.
Well, your sibling camp director is here for you, and she's going to tell you what some of the fun stuff she's got planning. Everyone give Sarah a round of applause.
Hi. So last year we had boat rides for all the campers. We took them on pontoon rides. We did a camp dance on the boat. We also do a field trip for all the different age groups. That's to either the arcade. We've gone zip lining. Does that sound fun? We have a couple sibling campers in the room. Is there anything else that you want to share are your favorite activities? I see a couple. We have all the classic things too, the paddle boards and the swimming. Benny, what's your favorite?
There's plenty of time at the beach. The community's so great. Like, you always get a lot of time to hang out with like a lot of your favorite friends there. They have all there's no dull moments. There's always something planned. It's great.
Wonderful. Anyone else? What's your favorite thing at sibling camp?
So there's like 2 people that came and like you could like request songs and they would like sing the songs and it was just really fun to like sing your favorite songs with all your friends and stuff.
Oh, the dueling piano night. Yes.
Thank you, Sarah. Super helpful. Any other questions? Oh my gosh, Colleen?
I have a follow-up to Talia's question.
Yes?
How many of our volunteers are former campers?
Great question, Colleen. How many of our volunteers are former campers? That number is roughly 1 in 5 of all of our volunteers are former campers, whether they were former SIB campers, whether they came to summer camp or family camp, 1 in 5. So about 20% of our volunteers annually have gone through the experience and are just so excited to come back and be counselors. So Talia, we're calling on you, okay? Just a few years. Awesome. Well, if you all do have any other questions, we will be hanging out here. Before I dismiss you, I just want to kind of talk through next steps to make sure everything runs smoothly getting down to the water park. If you all have not gotten wristbands, please let us know. Come see Sarah over here. She's got your swim wristbands. If you need to change or use the bathrooms, those are going to be down the hallway to the right. To get to the water park, you're going to go down the hallway to the left. There are also bathrooms and locker rooms down at the water park as well, but so do what feels best for your family. You all should have your wristbands. If you have a blue wristband, that means you are swimming. If you have a black wristband, that means you are not swimming, which is totally fine. If you need a wristband of the other color, come see Sarah. She's happy to help. When it comes to the water park time, we will be leaving this space in entirety, so we ask you to please bring all of your stuff with you down to the water park. We'll be hanging around for a little bit. Sorry, not going to be swimming with you all, but I will be there to answer any questions that you all have. We're also going to hang out here for the next 20 minutes or so while everyone's working their way down to the water park. So if asking a question on the mic is kind of scary or maybe you have a more personal question, please feel free to come see us. We are here to answer any and every question. So before we kind of set you loose, again, just want to say thank you so much to everyone for being here. Our families, our volunteers, our staff. This day could not have happened without all of you. We're so grateful to have you here. Really, really hoping to see you at upcoming camps and programs and just excited to have you as part of this community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great rest of your day and go get some swimming in.